When I think of the Mandela effect, I remember this movie called Dark City. You guys remember that movie? I want to say it's a ripoff of the Matrix movie, but it actually came out a year before the Matrix movie was even out. Um, I think 1998. And this guy wakes up and he starts realizing that he has memories of being somebody else. But now today he's somebody. It's almost like he parallel shifted, but his memory was intact from a different life. And then everyone in the movie, it turns out, there's these watchers, and when they set off this certain signal, everybody gets knocked out. And then what they do is they move people around. Like they'll put this guy will go from a fire captain to now a policeman. This guy will go from a policeman now to a school teacher. And in the movie, it turns out that he's not even on Earth. He's on a half planet, half spaceship thing. That's like it's like a flat Earth, but it has like a spear on the bottom of it, so it's like a pancake. But he was kidnapped by aliens, and they're just making people believe that they're on Earth because they're like using them for like energy, almost like the Matrix thing. You guys remember that one at all? And now he's trying to find his way back to Shell Beach. But you could hit search. You'll probably see some previews of it on YouTube. They might even have the movie. But yeah, it was some okay acting. The acting wasn't great, wasn't horrible, but it's an interesting take on the Matrix, on the Mandela effect and the Matrix. But I think what's going on in reality is that we really did parallel shift. I don't know what happened, but I do. The finger does point to CERN and all those places like CERN, because when you got a place that's publicly saying on TV that, yeah, we are messing with dimensions and parallel universes, and suddenly there's millions of people that are feeling this. I mean, who do we know about? We know about hundreds or thousands. There's probably millions of people. Out of 7 billion people, who knows how many people are not even aware of it, because they don't go around studying the cereal boxes, you know? They might think movies have changed because the director went in there and cut stuff out, you know? The one that really tells me that something's happening is when I see the skeleton change. I mean, you can change movies, but you can't change the skeleton. Somebody like went inside my body and changed the skeleton. That tells me that something definitely happened. So your conscience is your conscious, whatever consciousness, the essence that makes you you, that gives you the free will to make decisions, is all you really have. It's all you really own. You don't own your body. You don't own anything, because and this is actually proof of it. All you really own is who you are, your essence. And I think everything got left behind except for your essence, my essence, your essence, because our bodies are different here. I had a different skeleton. So even though my hands look the same, my face looks the same, I'm obviously the copy of me from a different parallel universe. I jumped inside of his body. And I think when you push into your alternate self, you push your alternate self into another alternate self. It's almost like a push, Like if I'm gonna see this glass, see? Can you see it? See, there's no space, so when I push it, it pushes it. See how it pushes? So I think when you push into this body, you push yourself into another, and it just keeps going like a ripple effect, like dominoes. I think it's like a butterfly effect. I think things are gonna get, I don't want to say worse, but I think they're gonna speed up. I think more changes are gonna be coming, and I really do think we parallel shifted. The evidence points to it that we're on a different Earth, millions and millions and millions and millions of light years away from home. And it does point to CERN, or those places like CERN. And the Bible changes. Those are creepy. They're some of the ones, so it makes me wonder where I'm at. Is this Earth a little more demonic? Why is the Bible in this Earth a little darker, a little creepier? I mean, the Bible's beautiful, but the passages that are different here are a little warped. They're a little disrespectful to God, so it makes me wonder, are the people here a little darker? The skeleton looks different. The spine's a little thicker. Why is the spine thicker? Because we're going to be having more physical confrontations? we have to survive the fights. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely, I see people freaking out, and I hope they understand it's most likely just a parallel shift. You know, at least there was no pain. At least I didn't feel any pain, but your consciousness has moved on to a copy of yourself, and it's probably going on all across the map. I mean, there's like endless amounts of parallel universes. I mean, it goes on forever, trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions, and some of them now we're not even in them. You know, hey, let's just be happy. I mean, tomorrow we can wake up and Hitler won the war. You know, we never know what's going to come. And you ever see those videos where there's airplanes frozen in the air? Those are creepy. Those look like almost like you're seeing the Mandela effect in live time, as if the airplane is more like a picture of an airplane, and like it's stuck in a warp thing. So that's why it's not moving, because you're just seeing like hundreds of different versions of the airplane in seconds. You know, like you ever like see how they do cartoons? They do a drawing. The next page, the drawing slightly moves. Next page slightly moves. Next page slightly moves. And then you run the papers real quick, and it goes. That's what it's like. And I have a video where I filmed my ID from 1990, and if you look carefully, you'll see my eyeballs moving. You'll see me looking like straight ahead at you, and then it kind of goes to the right. Then it kind of goes to the left. Just slightly, but you can see it. I can see it. Well, people need to know that, you know, when you moved, who knows who's who. Your family could all have been moved around. They could be from a parallel universe. That's one you never came from. They could be from the same one you're from. They could be from one that's like the one you're from, but slightly off, slightly different. The people that run the world are Luciferians. People at CERN, their logo is 666. So I don't think it can be a totally good thing. It's kind of exciting and kind of cool to find out that string theory is real. Some people believe that we're on the same Earth, even though all the islands have moved. Well, not all the islands, but a lot of islands have moved, and there's new cities, and there's the planets have changed their sizes, and our skeletons changed. I don't think we're in the same place. I'm sorry, I can't agree with that one. I don't agree with it. And the reason there's residue, in my opinion, is because we're still shifting. Because it's, you know, you gotta imagine what happens when you shift. You're not just going from one place to another place. You're going through millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of parallel universes just to get to one place where there's a slight difference. It's almost like a picture, like the cartoon thing I just mentioned. And there you go. So, yeah, I don't think you're in the same place anymore. I don't think you're on the same timeline anymore. I think you need to realize that you're most likely on a different planet, millions and millions and millions of light years away from home. The good news is your family probably doesn't know, your job doesn't know, so you can take the identity of the person that was here, and they'll never know that you took their identity. You know, you can become that person. I mean, you already are that person in a parallel universe, so you step into character, just be yourself. I'm sure the person that was here, who is me, has maybe a few different memories, because there are a lot of differences here. There's more than I realized. So that's my take on that for now, and I'll update later on. Thanks for watching.